Howdy, everyone. Good. That was really unenergetic.
I'm sorry.
That was
I'm sorry.
lazy.
Hi.
There we go. It's Memorial Day weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the holiday we got going on. Not a whole lot of garage sales going on. About an hour and a half out now. Maybe only hit up 6, 7. It feels like.
Yeah.
Feels like a pretty low number. Had a score though. Not really something that I personally look for or collect, but I do have some friends that do, so I pick it up when I find it. Big Box PC Games. A big box of big box PC games. Some interesting titles in there. There's some Star Trek games. There's Doom.
Diablo.
First Diablo is in there. Nothing that I know of that's incredibly, out there, but who knows? I'm not a big PC guy, so I don't know if there's maybe like a hidden gem in there or a valuable game. But like I said, I have a friend that collects PC stuff. We're not giving up. It's only 9:30,
Nope.
so there's still places to go, and we're gonna probably hit up some pawn shops and stuff. So stay tuned. Get out of the way, Dan. You're blocking the sale. Lean forward. Lean forward. That's backwards. He doesn't know what forward. There we go. Over there. Okay. I got some Nintendo stuff. It is not Chippendales 2. There is a 2 in here, though. But, actually, there's 2 2s in here. We got Turtles 2. Always a fun, good one. Multiplayer. We have Goonies 2. Obviously, we didn't get the first Goonies here in the North Americas. And then Baseball Stars and a gun, which I don't know if you noticed when she brought this out. She says, some people don't do the guns. I think that's why they were getting rid of this. They were a no-gun family.
Because she said she only played Duck Hunt and Mario, so...
Yeah, and she got rid of the gun for Duck Hunt, so she ain't playing Duck Hunt anymore, if she did. And then she had a system, and Mario, Duck Hunt, like one other baseball game, but they didn't want to get rid of everything. And then a disc-only copy of GTA 5. With the lady on there dancing. Look at that. $10 for the stack of stuff. Even if it's not great Nintendo stuff, I'm very happy to still, in 2016, be able to find Nintendo stuff consistently, almost on a weekly basis at garage sales. So that's a good. Sprinkles, what did you find?
I found WrestleMania 6 on VHS.
Holy shit, look at the size of that box,
I know, it's one of those extra large boxes.
Just to make it look more important?
Yeah.
Look at the titties on that Hulkster.
Look at the titties on the Hulkster.
Alright, how much did you pay for that?
I paid $1.
Actually, I thought that was a little much to pay for that.
No, not at all. I would pay $1 for any WrestleMania.
Okay. Just had an interesting find at, Pawn Depot. He picked up for $5.
Halo Anniversary.
On the 360. And then I got, we were looking at the case and we're like, wow, nothing has changed in the store for a while. And then he comes out of the back room and hands me an N64. He's like, I don't know if it works. And it has a green controller with actually a pretty tight stick for being so dirty and junky. And then no AV cable and no power cable was with it. I just realized you're not in this shot. So.
It's okay.
He said he would do, or he's like, I have no idea if it works. There's nothing with it. I dug in this bin I saw behind the counter, was able to find an AV cable for it. No power cable, unfortunately. I grabbed that, 2 PS3 games, UFC 3, and Turtles Danger of the Ooze, and then a NES controller. Got it all for $20. He said $20. I'm like, will you throw in the NES controller, which had 5 on it originally? And he said, yeah, sure, fine. So we both got some stuffs there. We ended up staying out till about noon. We went to one more pawn shop after that last clip and a couple more garage sales. I do have some more things to show you, plus some stuff I got earlier in the week. But it is time to do the random game giveaway for this week. Of course, I have the 2 idiots here to help me out with the drum roll. This week, I guess we'll just do this. We'll have Snaggle Fruits bang Mr. Tickle in the ass with his head. So here we go. The winner, this looks really bad, of this week's random game on whatever system they want is Sue Allen. Congratulations, Sue Allen. Thank you for watching and entering. Please send me a personal message either here on YouTube or on the Facebook fan page. The link to that is in the About section down below. Let me know what system you want your random game to be selected for, and I'll have that, and give me your address as well, and then I'll have that mailed out to you in the next couple weeks. And as always, there is a game giveaway starting right now. Just be subscribed, thumbs up this video, and leave a comment down below to enter the game giveaway. The comment suggestion for this week is if you could have any abilities, superpower, weapon, basically anything that's not real in real life from a video game or a comic or a movie or whatever, what would it be? I want to be able to go invisible and scare Katie at random times. That's my... And have laser vision, both of those. Shoot laser beams out of my eyes. But that's your suggestion. You can leave what other comment you want, doesn't really matter. But just be subscribed, thumbs up the video, and leave a comment down below. You have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday night, and the winner is always announced in the following Sunday's Pickups video. Okay, so first actually I'm going to show you something that was sent to me from a company called Controller Chaos. You might have seen like a few other YouTubers. OK Chief got one. I was in the video that he did for getting one. It is a company that does like custom controllers for multiple different systems. They sent me a GameCube one that says Scottsquatch on it. Has like scales, red and black. Very nice paint quality. Very good condition controller. It's a Nintendo GameCube controller. And they do 360, PS3, Xbox One, PS4, obviously GameCube, original Nintendo, multiple different controllers. There's a ton of choices. The link to their website is in the About section down below. Also, there's like a coupon code for some money off, and they do free shipping. So go check them out, Controller Chaos, and thank you to them for sending me a controller. That was really cool. That'll be now my GameCube controller that I use when I play GameCube games. Other stuff from today. I'll get to this big box of PC stuff in a second. There wasn't a whole lot, so I'm probably just going to show you the same stuff again real quick. We have that UFC 3 and the Turtles, which basically I paid, in his eyes at the shop, I paid $10 a piece for these, and then got an N64 for free with a green controller. It is missing the door. I don't know if I dropped it on the floor. I don't know if I mentioned that in the car, but it is missing a little door there. But it does have the jumper pack at least. Still haven't tested it. It's dirty, but I don't see, any reason why it won't play. It's not like rusted or doesn't have like a dead body in it or anything like that. And that Nintendo controller. So I mean, a free 64 for purchasing 2 PS3 games for $10 each is a pretty nice find. I just need a power cable for that one, obviously. I got this, which was really cool because I've been looking for this damn White Connect for a good price. I have the Star Wars C-3PO R2-D2 360 system, limited edition one, and I've been looking for the White Connect to go with it. Finally found it, got it for 15 bucks. I was a little worried they were going to try to charge me more because they had the black ones at $15 and they had no price sticker on this one. This was at a pawn shop. And I was like, please don't tell me they're going to say like $20 or $25 because it's the different color. But no, they went ahead and did for 15 bucks, so that was good. That was a good. Next, you already saw these, the few Nintendo games I picked up, Goonies, Turtles 2, and the baseball, the disc only of GTA 5, and the Zapper. I got this from the person that I probably am going to end up trading a lot of these in 64. I wish this box is full of a bunch of boxed N64 games. The boxed PC games. I got actually this from him, and a DSi, which is already gone, and a copy of Mario Duck Hunt, and like a charger for another DS. I traded him for boxed PC games I had gotten a couple months back, and then he sent me those items and this Berry Game Boy Color. We have this, I don't think I showed in the car, actually. Pawn shop find, pretty good deal. Nothing super stellar, but $4 on Dragon Quest IX, Sentinel of the Starry Skies. This was $12. Lego City Undercover. And I actually want to play this. I picked this up for myself for play reasons. The Lego games are fun, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I've never really bought them or kept them or played them or anything like that, but this being like the Grand Theft Auto of Legos, and for how good of the reviews I've heard and stuff, I really actually wanted to play this, so I picked this up for myself. And then this ended up being like $10, Mario Party Island Tour. Not the best deal, seeing as, now it's a lot cheaper than that, even brand new. Or no, it's not cheaper than $10, but it's fairly cheap, even brand new now. Then I guess we'll do the PC stuff, because that was obviously this week's biggest pickup. I'm assuming a lot of this random paperwork and maps and stuff go into these boxes. That would make sense. That's down there. We have Empire Deluxe, and I believe we peeked in pretty much every box here to make sure the games were actually in each one, and they were. Myth, the Total Codex. I mean, I wish... I don't know. I always look at these boxes, like, and the artwork on them and stuff, and they're really cool, and it's just, I never got into PC gaming. There are games on the PC systems that I wish, I have played, or, I will play someday, but I probably won't. I'm just so deep into console collecting and playing that I doubt I'll ever try to go into this world. We got Star Trek, Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates. Star Trek Armada. We have the Command and Conquer Collection. Oh, that's kind of cool. I actually didn't even really look. Dan was looking at some of them while I was looking at some of them just to make sure they were all complete, so I didn't even see everything that was in this box. That one's pretty cool. This is Privateer 2, The Darkening. I apologize if you're not into PC games very much, but I will go fairly quick. Thief, The Dark Project, which this is actually kind of funny. This is the only PC game I remember ever buying, because we had gotten a new laptop, actually Katie and myself, back when we were much younger, not even in our 20s yet, I don't believe, and she just got a laptop, and I was like, I want a game for it, and I picked out this, Thief. Probably played 10 minutes of it, and was like, wow, I don't like playing on a PC, I want to go back to my console. Civilization 2, Test of Time. We have Stronghold Crusader. Some of these aren't big box, obviously. Empire Earth. What is this? Ultimate Strategy, Archives, Sid Meier's Civilization. Oh, that's fucking awesome. I didn't even notice this one before. It has XCOM in it. Heroes of Might and Magic. That's a really good mix of games in this bundle. It's pretty cool. It just dumped out all over the floor and slid down the hallway. Command and Conquer. Command and Conquer Red Alert, which I have played the Command and Conquer games on console, like actually on like 360 and PS3. I'm going to assume the PC versions obviously have more content and are a little bit more fleshed out. Lords of the Realms 2, which I've actually had on PC also before. Probably traded it off to my friend. Imperium 2, Galactica, Alliances. Almost done, only a few more in here. Original Diablo, the Ultimate Doom, the complete original, plus all new episodes. That's pretty cool. I like the box for that one at least. And we got Empire Deluxe Masters Edition. So there you go. Bunch of PC stuff. Then I have a few other, these are just pickups, not finds. I separate those as I actually just sought these out and bought them. I didn't find them somewhere, obviously. I have a stack, oh wait, shit, forgot two more pawn shop finds from actually yesterday. Got Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for $8, and then for $5 I got Godzilla, which, not expensive by any means, but not very common to kind of come across around, at least at my local stores and stuff. I don't really see this very often now. It's not that fantastic of a game. I actually did play it back when it came out, but still it might end up becoming a fairly uncommon PS4 game to get down the road. I bought these from the online company Limited Run Games. I've talked about them in past videos. They're a small company that is releasing very low print runs of like indie style titles. They usually do only about 2,000 copies of each game. And they at least give you like fair warning, like we're going to put the game up for sale on, say, the 14th, and half the stock will be for sale at 10 a.m., the rest will go on sale at 6 p.m., so as long as you set like an alarm, you have a pretty good chance of getting, the game, but they do sell out really fast. So far, all the releases have at least been cool to me, so I've picked up each one that's come out. These are the newer ones I got. New and Tasty, Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey for the Vita and for the PS4, and I like that they number each one on their side spine. Like this is Limited Run, PlayStation 02, and this is like for the Vita, it was 03. Then we have Futuridium for the Vita and the PS4, cool little space shooter. They have at least 4 or 5 other titles that are announced coming out in the near future as well. Then these are games I picked up from Amazon, and I've recently been discovering quite a few titles that I didn't realize had a physical release that came out in North America, either because these didn't even get like retail releases, like they didn't go to stores, or if they did, it was only like a select store. It wasn't everywhere. I've picked up Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams, the director's cut on the PS4, and then I also got the Wii U edition of it as well, which I know the Wii U one I think was available at Walmart and maybe Toys R Us. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that was available at least at some retail. Then we have Zombie Vikings Ragnarok edition on the PS4. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's Zombie Vikings, little adventure game. Ether or Ether 1, a first-person like exploration puzzle game. A lot of these are also made by the company, I'm going to say it wrong, Sodesco. And we have The Last Tinker, City of Colors, which reminded me just of like a good old N64 platform adventure game. We have Tesla Grad on the PS4, side-scroller adventure. And then this was one that I was really happy to see actually got a physical release because I love this so much on the Vita. Gravity Rush Remastered. If you never played this game or heard of it, on the Vita, it was an early release where you could tilt the world and make the girl basically kind of float/fall in different directions, so you could control gravity. Cool graphics. It was a fun game. I enjoyed it, so happy to see they made a physical version on the PS4. But I know that there are more games coming out, a lot for that Sodesco company, as physical releases that probably are not going to end up in stores, and they're cheap. Most of them are $20, $30 in that price range, so check them out. You might find a kind of like a hidden gem title or something that you never heard of and maybe you'd want to pick up. Last up, I have 2 eBay purchases that were actually good deals, which is something that doesn't happen very often on eBay these days. The first is a Super Nintendo game that I have been looking for a while. I've been to 3 conventions, asked at every booth, and they all said either, we've never had that, or I haven't seen that for a very long time, and that is Sonic Blast Man 2, with a really nice label. Seller already had it up for a good price. It was like $15 or so lower than the average selling price, which is already kind of odd. Most people don't do that. And I asked, is the condition really good? Because in the pictures I couldn't quite 100% tell. They said, no, the label is like in really nice shape. It's great. About a couple days went by, and I guess they were packing it up, and they were like, oh, sorry, I didn't realize that the back label was completely torn off. It had like an old Blockbuster rental sticker on it. And they said, are you still interested? I'm like, well, yeah, I am. And they offered to do $20 off. So I then got another $20, so it ended up being about $35 cheaper than what it was averaging sale-wise. So that was awesome for not only getting it, I just threw it on the floor. No, for not only just getting it before getting it for such a good price. And then I own this. I actually own 2 different versions of this, the Mega Man 8 Anniversary Collector's Edition. But I finally got one that has this stupid little anniversary booklet inside, which is so small. It's this little Mega Man Anthologies book that has like all the characters from the different games. The seller had this priced at about what just a normal copy was selling for, and I can't ever seem to find just this book for sale by itself. So I went ahead and bought the whole thing, obviously. This copy is in really great shape. I'm going to compare it to the one that I have, my complete copy, and then I'll have one for, trade or sale or whatever. So that is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to enter the random game giveaway. Just be subscribed, thumbs up this video, and leave a comment down below. And I will talk to you all later. Love you. Peace.